Gaming is a prevalent form of entertainment involving interactive electronic media. It encompasses a wide array of genres and platforms, from console gaming to mobile apps. While gaming can offer relaxation and social connection, excessive gaming may lead to detrimental effects such as neglect of responsibilities, strained relationships, and disrupted sleep patterns. The immersive nature of gaming, with its captivating gameplay and rewarding progression systems, can sometimes blur the line between virtual and real-world experiences, fostering dependency and withdrawal symptoms when not engaged. Understanding the balance between enjoyment and responsible use is crucial for maintaining overall well-being and mental health. Drug addiction, a complex condition characterized by compulsive drug seeking and use despite harmful consequences, spans a spectrum of substances ranging from illicit drugs like cocaine and heroin to prescription medications such as opioids and benzodiazepines. Addiction often stems from a combination of genetic, environmental, and psychological factors, rewiring the brain's reward circuitry and leading to physical dependence and tolerance. The cycle of addiction perpetuates itself through cravings, withdrawal symptoms, and escalating drug use, resulting in significant impairment in daily functioning and interpersonal relationships. Treatment approaches, including therapy, medication, and support groups, aim to address both the physical and psychological aspects of addiction, offering hope for recovery and long-term sobriety. Addiction, characterized by compulsive and excessive consumption of sexually explicit material, has become increasingly prevalent in the digital age, fueled by easy access to online content and anonymous browsing. While pornography can serve as a source of sexual arousal and fantasy, problematic usage can lead to negative consequences such as distorted perceptions of sex, diminished libido, and relationship conflicts. The hyperstimulating nature of porn, with its endless variety and novelty, can hijack the brain's reward system, leading to tolerance and escalation of consumption over time. Addressing addiction often requires a multifaceted approach, including therapy, behavioral interventions, and support from loved ones. Work addiction, colloquially known as being a workaholic, describes a compulsive and excessive preoccupation with work-related activities, often at the expense of other areas of life such as personal relationships, leisure time, and self-care. Driven by a relentless pursuit of success, recognition, or perfectionism, work addicts may find it difficult to set boundaries, disconnect from work responsibilities, or delegate tasks, leading to chronic stress, burnout, and physical health problems. Despite the negative repercussions, individuals with work addiction may struggle to acknowledge or seek help for their condition, viewing their intense work ethic as a badge of honor rather than a source of distress. Interventions such as therapy, time management strategies, and cultivating hobbies outside of work can help individuals strike a healthier balance and prioritize their well-being alongside professional goals. Shopping addiction, also known as compulsive buying disorder, involves a persistent and uncontrollable urge to shop excessively, often resulting in financial difficulties, emotional distress, and interpersonal conflicts. Fueled by the thrill of acquiring new possessions and the temporary relief from negative emotions, individuals with shopping addiction may engage in impulsive and reckless spending, accumulating items they neither need nor can afford. The rise of online shopping platforms and targeted marketing tactics has further exacerbated this phenomenon, providing constant access to a vast array of products and enticing deals. Despite the temporary highs and immediate gratification that shopping provides, individuals with shopping addiction may experience feelings of guilt, shame, and regret, perpetuating a cycle of compulsive behavior. Treatment for shopping addiction typically involves therapy, financial counseling, and strategies to address underlying emotional triggers and impulse control issues. Food addiction, characterized by compulsive overeating, binge eating, or an unhealthy preoccupation with food, presents significant challenges to physical health, emotional well-being, and self-esteem. Triggered by emotional distress, boredom, or environmental cues, individuals with food addiction may use food as a coping mechanism to numb unpleasant feelings or seek comfort. The ubiquitous availability of highly palatable and calorie-dense foods, coupled with societal norms that equate to food with pleasure and indulgence, can exacerbate addictive eating patterns and intake. Individuals with food addiction may feel powerless to resist cravings and impulses, leading to feelings of guilt, shame, and self-loathing. Treatment approaches for food addiction often incorporate elements of cognitive behavioral therapy, nutritional counseling, and support groups to foster healthier relationships with food and body image. Gambling addiction, characterized by compulsive and uncontrollable gambling behavior despite adverse consequences, poses significant risks to financial stability, mental health, and interpersonal relationships. The allure of gambling lies in the thrill of risk-taking, the anticipation of potential rewards, and the escape from reality it provides. However, for individuals with gambling addiction, the pursuit of gambling activities becomes all-consuming, leading to financial ruin, legal problems, and emotional turmoil. The availability of gambling opportunities both in traditional brick-and-mortar casinos and online platforms further amplifies the risk of addiction, with constant accessibility and anonymity enabling round-the-clock gambling. Despite the devastating impact of gambling addiction on personal and professional life, individuals may struggle to recognize or acknowledge the severity of their problem, perpetuating a cycle of denial and escalating losses. Treatment for gambling addiction typically involves a combination of therapy, financial counseling, and support groups, aiming to address underlying psychological issues and develop healthier coping strategies. Attention addiction, characterized by an insatiable craving for external stimulation and validation, leads to compulsive social media use and multitasking, hindering focus and mental clarity. In today's hyper-connected world, individuals struggle to maintain sustained attention amidst constant notifications and distractions. The dopamine-driven reward system reinforces attention-seeking behaviors, fostering a cycle of seeking novelty over meaningful connections. Despite superficial validation, those with attention addiction may feel emptiness and dissatisfaction. Treatment involves mindfulness, digital detoxes, and setting boundaries to reclaim attentional focus. Adrenaline addiction, or thrill-seeking behavior, involves compulsively pursuing risky activities for an adrenaline rush. From extreme sports to reckless behaviors, individuals seek intense experiences to combat boredom or emotional numbness. Despite risks, they struggle to resist the allure of danger. Treatment includes therapy and finding safer outlets for adrenaline. Hoarding disorder involves excessive acquisition and reluctance to discard possessions, leading to clutter and strained relationships. Despite the distress caused, individuals may struggle to acknowledge the problem. Treatment combines therapy and decluttering strategies to address emotional issues. Plastic surgery addiction is driven by a quest for perfection. However, it often leads to a series of repetitive cosmetic procedures and dissatisfaction. Despite temporary confidence boosts, individuals may find themselves trapped in a cycle of seeking external validation. Treatment involves therapy to foster self-acceptance. Sleep addiction, marked by excessive reliance on sleep aids or spending excessive time in bed, disrupts natural sleep patterns and impairs functioning. Individuals may use sleep as an escape from stress, but face consequences such as feeling lethargic, depression, and isolation. Treatment focuses on therapy and improving sleep habits. Trichotillomania manifests as a compulsive urge to pull out one's hair, often as a response to stress or anxiety. Despite efforts to resist the impulse, individuals with trichotillomania experience intense shame and guilt. Treatment typically involves therapy, such as cognitive behavioral therapy, to address underlying triggers and develop alternative coping strategies. Support groups can also provide valuable peer support and encouragement through the recovery process. Pica is characterized by the consumption of non-nutritive substances, such as dirt or chalk, as a means of coping with stress or emotional distress. This disorder poses serious health risks, including malnutrition and gastrointestinal complications. Treatment for Pica usually involves a combination of therapy to address underlying psychological issues and behavior modification techniques to promote healthier eating habits. Nutritional counseling may also be necessary to address any deficiencies resulting from the ingestion of non-food items. Feet addiction, also known as foot fetishism, involves a strong sexual attraction to feet. While this paraphilic interest is relatively common, it can cause distress or interfere with daily functioning if it becomes obsessive or compulsive. Treatment typically includes therapy to explore the underlying factors contributing to the fetish and develop strategies for managing urges and maintaining healthy relationships. Engaging in open and honest communication with partners can also be beneficial in fostering understanding and acceptance. If you like this video, you might like these ones too. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please consider leaving a like, commenting, or joining my Discord and supporting me on Patreon.